Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to an update on my cross gantry plate style printer. It's been a while. I've been working away on Delta Flyer refit and finally I can get back to this little prototype here that I announced a little while ago. So I have been fighting with the Z on this printer quite a bit. There has been some issues with the plates. I made an actual mistake on one of the holes on the left hand side was 4 millimeters off, but I worked around that. As you can see here, it is now a belted Z. We're no longer doing lead screws and we're no longer doing linear rods. Again, for the prototype, I knew I was going to change it anyways, but I fought so many different things with this printer as far as like figuring out the Z and getting it to all fit with the existing plates that I had. It took a while to switch everything over to belted Z, get the linear rails in there, make all the mounts and things like that, and whatnot. This is going to be a much better design for the prototype, but the Z is going to completely change for the full-size 180 by 180 printer. I will be going with a triple Z, like a belted triple Z with a gear reduction. You can even see here we don't have double shear on the motors or anything like that for the Z. Again, I'm not reusing this for the real printer. I also had to buy all new XY motors. You can see the stepper online motors there. Mine were too short, so that I couldn't fit my belted Z in there. I'm just trying to make everything work with these plates I already have. I don't want to cut a bunch of new plates and then change my mind and all that kind of stuff. So finally, I did get everything working well. The belted Z is great. I'm using Apex clips to hold the belted Z as well, just like the XY belts. It's all Apex clips. Really sleek, works really, really well, so I'm very happy with that. But yeah, the Z has just been constant fight with this printer, and it's also pretty hard for me to get motivated to design the Z when I know I'm going to be just, never using it again, or I'm going to be throwing it away for the real printer because, like I say, the real printer is going to be bigger. I'm going to do triple Z with belts and a gear reduction. So it's like I'm putting all this effort into making the Z on this printer just to basically not use it. So it's difficult to get motivated with this, but I push through it. And I do have a Z that is functional on this little tiny prototype here. I think it looks good. And if you're going to build this prototype, of course, I'm going to put this on printables once I get this printing. I'll give you the step file, the CAD, and I'll give you all the files and stuff like that so you can modify it and have fun and whatever. I will say these plates, to cut these G10 plates, it wasn't very expensive, especially like in Canada. I get my plates cut from CNC Madness. I don't even remember. I think it was like $80 to get these 3 plates cut, something like that. It was quite reasonable. And as I said in my previous video, I do want to try to modify the plates so that they're easier to cut with not as many different operations. Just like one cut would cut most of the plate out, which would be really, really good. And I think it would save some money for sure. So happy with the Z. It did come together. And then, of course, I did actually get the tool head sorted out as well. We can see here the tool head is much, much better than what I had planned. It does work really well. I got my linear rails how I wanted them. They're nice and flat. And as we can see, they're on carbon fiber backers here. Worked out really, really well. There's unfortunately no room for cooling fans to fit on this size of a printer. So I will revisit tool head cooling on the full-size printer. We'll see if it makes sense. I might go with sheet cooling or some other method, but we'll figure that out when I actually make the plates bigger for the 180 by 180 size. But very simple. I'm using just a Bamboo Labs clone hot end on this particular version. I probably would like to change to something better for the prototype as far as like a high flow hot end, something that's rigidly mounted, that type of thing. So I might actually, you can see here, this is Bowden, and I may be keeping it Bowden. I might make the ability to go direct drive. I'm not too sure. I really do think Bowden makes a lot of sense with keeping the weight off of the XY gantry, and Bowden can be very, very fast and very high quality with the right extruder. Before we talk about the extruder, I'd like to thank PCBWay for sponsoring this video. PCBWay isn't just a PCB manufacturer. They do CNC machining, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication, and injection molding. Let's take a look at their 3D printing service. Let's go ahead and upload a part for Cappy. This is the Dragon Burner mount. We're going to go ahead and choose a quantity of 1. We can choose the type of material we'd like it printed in. We'll go ABS. We're going to choose black, and let's go 40% infill. You can go ahead then and submit a request, and it's just that simple. Thanks again to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. So I'm interested in maybe using a really high performance Bowden extruder here. This extruder was designed by James Prey. This is the Boombox extruder. Very, very nice extruder that I had on my original Delta Flyer. And this is a 1-to-1, no gear reduction Bowden extruder. You can see the dual motors there. This is very, very fast, and it can keep up with pressure advance on Bowden. So I think I might want to use a Bowden extruder on the actual design. I'm not too sure yet. If I don't use Bowden, I have to make the plates, or I have to add another plate up higher, like 60-70 millimeters, to clear the top of the extruder. And I don't really want to do that. So yeah, really big fan of the Boombox extruder. I think it might be a really cool extruder for this printer, but we'll see how that works. So that's a look at my cross gantry printer here. Huge thanks to everyone who supports me via Patreon, YouTube, subscribes to this channel. Really enjoying designing printers and interacting with all of you. Definitely check out my Discord if you're not a Discord member. I've been having a lot of fun on the live streams doing the giveaways. So we did officially give away the very first Delta Flyer prototype. Patreon member won that. And I will be giving away the LDO, the very first LDO beta kit, the one I built, the white one that I showed off on my video. Hopefully I'm going to be giving that away next Saturday on the 16th. Again, as long as you're a paid Patreon member of any tier or a paid YouTube member, you are entered to win that draw. So you don't have to attend the live stream. It's cool if you want to join the live stream, the more the merrier, of course. But yeah, I really do appreciate all the support. I am going to be continuing to pick away at this printer. There's not a lot left on it. I basically need to rig up some sort of cooling. I need to wire it up, and I need to start printing, which I'm pretty excited to actually see this thing print. And of course, there will be a YouTube video on this printing. I'll probably do a live stream as well on it printing. And then I potentially can move on to some other printers here and just get some more of my designs out. But I don't want to rush this one, so I'm going to be taking my time. It's very possible that I will be moving on to another printer once the prototype of this is done. I'm not going to finish this right away. I do want to take time, and I want to make the 180 by 180 version the best as it possibly can be. So we'll see how that goes. But thanks again, everyone, for subscribing. Definitely ask some questions below if you have any questions about this printer. I'd love to see you guys on Discord. We have a really great community over there. But I'll catch you all next time. Thank you.